Good morning, class. Welcome to your Lesson 3 overview for your collaborative art unit. This is your final lesson for this unit, so please make sure you pay close attention so you know what needs to be completed to wrap this lesson up and finish with as many points as possible. So your learning goal for this lesson is to create a collaborative project. You are basically just continuing your efforts on your end to partake in this larger scale project, which you'll see what the image is in the end. The essential question is, how do artists collaborate to harness the experiences and skills of each person in this group? We've been talking about this since lesson 1. Please make sure at the end of this lesson that you truly understand how to answer this question through watching the videos and applying the vocabulary and even your own experiences in working on this unit itself. And then lastly, your last 2 vocabulary words for this unit will be display and installation. As always, the first task will be to watch the Lesson 3 vocabulary video, which basically gives you all the answers for the entrance ticket. Then complete the Lesson 3 entrance ticket, even though it says Phase 3 for some reason, but complete the Lesson 3 entrance ticket and answer all 3 questions for 3 points. So you're answering all 3 of these questions here. Then make sure you watch the instructional video of me guiding your lesson progress, just to make sure you're doing everything that needs to be completed for this unit. And then lastly, just submit your Lesson 3 art task, which is to complete all of your squares. So the Lesson 1, you drew your square. Lesson 2, you added full color to that square so you knew if you're doing that correctly. In Lesson 3, you're basically applying your knowledge from Lesson 1 and 2 and then finishing all the squares that were assigned to you from your email. So if you were assigned 2, 3, 4 squares, however many images were sent to your Schoology email, that's how many squares you need to complete for this lesson. So submit photos of all your completed squares in full color with the oil pastels to the Lesson 3 progress photos discussion. Now, it is important to note that submitting the images here is not the submission for your final project. It's just to say, hey, Mr. Gellock, I'm almost done. Is there anything else I need to do? And if I might say, hey, there's a couple things you might need to fix on this square, or you might need to alter this or that, then you just make those changes and then you submit it to the final project assignment for assessment, which I'll show you in just a second. But as far as the materials, you'll need all the materials for this one, your art squares in the email, your square paper, your pencil, and oil pastels. And just to kind of give a visual, remember you're watching the vocab video first, then the entrance ticket, then watching the instructional video, and then you send your art task, your photos of your squares here under number 5 for teacher feedback. But please, please, please make sure that when you are submitting for your final project, you are submitting it right here under Final Projects. And then lastly, make sure you complete the learning log. Just click on this and follow the prompts. This requires you to answer the 6 vocabulary questions you've learned over the course of this unit. It asks you to talk about your steps of production, how you made your project. And lastly, this is also where you answer your entrance, your essential question. This is worth 26 points. All right, so please make sure you submit your final projects here. Also do your learning log, and then that'll be a wrap for Unit 1. And I look forward to working on Unit 2 with you all very shortly. All right, but until then, I will see you in class, and I will see you in the vocabulary video for Lesson 3. All right, bye everyone.